Stop looking for cheap universities. What if I told you there is a country that will completely waive your tuition, give you a free apartment on campus, pay for your medical insurance, and literally hand you up to $500 every single month just to study there? Welcome to the Chinese Government Scholarship, also known as the CSC Scholarship for the 2026 and 2027 intake. It is the largest fully funded scholarship program in the world, accepting thousands of international students every year. But here is the massive problem. 90% of applicants get instantly rejected by the automated system because they do not understand the difference between a Type A and Type B application, or they enter the wrong 5-digit agency number. In this masterclass, I am going to show you exactly how to bypass the confusion, secure a professor's acceptance letter, and submit a bulletproof application before the February 2026 deadlines. Let's get straight to it.
Let us break down exactly what the Chinese government scholarship covers, because this is an all-inclusive VIP pass to your education. First, you get a 100% full tuition fee waiver. Whether your degree costs $5,000 or $20,000, you pay absolutely nothing. Second, free accommodation. You will be housed in the international student dormitories on campus or given a monthly cash subsidy to rent your own apartment off campus. Third, comprehensive medical insurance is completely covered. And finally, the monthly living allowance. If you are a bachelor student, you get 2,500 RMB per month. A master's student receives 3,000 RMB per month, and a PhD researcher receives a massive 3,500 RMB per month. In China, where the cost of living is extremely affordable, this stipend is enough to eat out every day, travel the country on bullet trains, and even save money. This is a debt-free ticket to a world-class degree. Before you start gathering documents, you must pass the eligibility gatekeeper. The Chinese government is incredibly strict on age limits, and there are absolutely no exceptions made for international students. To apply for a bachelor's degree, you must be a high school graduate under the age of 35. For a master's degree, you must already hold a bachelor's degree and be under the age of 40. If you are applying for a PhD, you must hold a master's degree and be under the age of 45. You must also be a non-Chinese citizen in excellent physical and mental health. Do not try to forge your age. Your passport will be verified. Furthermore, you cannot currently hold any other scholarship from the Chinese government. Double dipping is strictly prohibited and will result in an instant ban from the system. Ensure you fit these exact brackets before proceeding. Pay very close attention, because this is where most applicants destroy their own chances. There are two completely different pathways to apply for the CSC scholarship. Type A is the bilateral program. You apply for this directly through the Chinese embassy in your home country. This is the primary route for bachelor's degree students. Type B is the Chinese university program. You apply directly to a specific Chinese university of your choice. This is exclusively for master's and PhD applicants. You are only allowed to apply to one Type B university per year. If you are a master's applicant and you accidentally select Type A in the online portal, your application goes to your local embassy instead of the university in China, and it will be permanently lost in the system. Know your type before you even create an account.
The entire CSC system runs on codes called agency numbers. Every single authorized university and every single Chinese embassy has a unique 5-digit agency number. You cannot submit the online application without it. For example, if you are applying Type B to Tsinghua University, their agency number is 10003. If you are applying to Shanghai Jiaotong University, it is 10248. If you are applying Type A, your local Chinese embassy will provide you with their specific code. Finding your university's code is simple. Search agency number on the specific university's international admissions website. Do not guess this number. If you input the code for Wuhan University but upload an acceptance letter for Peking University, your application will be instantly invalidated and discarded by the algorithm. For Masters and PhD applicants, here is the secret cheat code to boost your chances from 10% to 80%. Do not apply blindly. Months before the deadline, go to your target university's faculty directory. Find a professor whose research matches yours. Email them a highly professional introductory message attaching your academic CV and a research proposal. Ask them if they are willing to supervise you. If they say yes, they will sign an official acceptance letter or pre-admission notice. When you upload this signed letter into the CSC portal, it basically tells the scholarship committee, a professor at this university already wants this student, give them the money. It puts you at the absolute top of the priority list. Start emailing professors right now. You cannot just upload photos of your documents taken on your phone. China requires an ironclad document arsenal. You need your highest diploma and your complete academic transcripts. But here's a critical rule. They must be notarized. This means you must take your original documents to a public notary or a lawyer to get a legal stamp verifying their authentic copies. If your documents are not in English or Chinese, you must also provide a notarized official translation. If you are currently in your final year of school and do not have your diploma yet, you must get an official pre-graduation certificate from your university registrar. Uploading unnotarized or blurry documents is the easiest way to get your application thrown straight into the digital trash bin.
Because you will be living in China for years, you must prove you are healthy. You are required to download the official foreigner physical examination form directly from the Campus China website. Print it out and take it to a recognized public hospital in your country. You will need blood tests, an ECG, and a chest X-ray to check for communicable diseases. The form is useless unless it has three things: the signature of the attending doctor, the official stamp of the hospital over the date, and, this is crucial, a sealed stamp placed directly over your passport-size photograph on the top right corner. Furthermore, this medical record is only valid for 6 months. Do not do it in October if you are submitting your application in March, or it will expire.
Alongside your medical check, you must prove you are an upstanding citizen. You are required to submit a valid non-criminal record report or police clearance certificate. You must obtain this from your local public security authority, police headquarters, or national registry. Just like the medical form, this police clearance is strictly valid for only 6 months prior to your application submission date. If it is older than 6 months, the system will flag it as invalid. Make sure the certificate clearly states that you have no criminal convictions. Scan it in high resolution, save it as a PDF, and prepare it for the portal upload. Do not leave this until the last minute, as police departments in many countries can take weeks to process these requests. If you are applying for a master's or PhD, your study plan or research proposal is the most scrutinized document in your file. It must be written in either Chinese or English and contain an absolute minimum of 1,000 words. Do not write a generic personal statement about how much you love Chinese culture. This is an academic document. You must clearly define your research background, the specific problem you want to investigate in China, your proposed methodology, and a timeline for your thesis. If you manage to secure an acceptance letter from a professor, make sure to mention their specific lab and how your research aligns with their ongoing projects. A weak generic study plan will completely ruin an otherwise perfect application. Language proficiency is a major filter. If you are applying for a program taught in English and you are not from a native English-speaking country, you must provide an IELTS score of at least 6.0 or a TOEFL score of 80. However, many universities will accept an official medium of instruction letter from your previous university stating your degree was taught entirely in English.
If you are applying for a Chinese taught program, you must submit a valid HSK certificate. Masters and PhD programs typically require HSK level 4 or 5, but here is an amazing benefit. If you do not speak Chinese but you want to take a Chinese taught degree, the scholarship will actually fund one entire extra year of intensive Chinese language training for you before your major starts. Now we put it all together. Go to the official CSC portal at studyinchina.csc.edu.cn and create your account. Click Scholarship Application for Students. You will carefully input your personal details, select Type A or Type B, and enter your precise agency number. The system will then ask you to upload every single notarized PDF document we just discussed. Once you click Submit, you are not done. You must download the generated application form for Chinese government scholarship as a PDF file. If you are a Type B applicant, you must now take this downloaded PDF and go to the specific university's own admission portal, create a second account there, and upload the CSC form along with your documents. You must apply in both systems. The timeline is critical. The CSC portal officially opens around November or December 2025. However, every single university and every single embassy sets its own internal deadline. For the 2026-2027 intake, most Type B university deadlines fall between early February and mid-March 2026. For example, Tsinghua University often closes early in December or January, while others wait until March. You must check the specific university's international college website for their exact cutoff date. Furthermore, while the CSC portal is completely free to use, most Chinese universities require you to pay a mandatory application review fee on their own portal, usually ranging from 400 to 800 RMB. If you do not pay this university fee, they will never review your CSC scholarship file. After you submit everything by February or March, the waiting game begins. The universities will review your files, conduct online interviews, and send their nominated candidates to the China Scholarship Council in Beijing for final approval. The official scholarship results are usually announced between late June and August 2026. If you win, the university will DHL mail you the official admission notice and the golden JW201 form. You will take these physical documents directly to the Chinese embassy in your country to apply for your X1 student visa. Once your visa is stamped, you simply book your flight, arrive in China by September 2026, register at the international office, and your free apartment and monthly stipend will be activated immediately. You now have the complete, unfiltered blueprint to secure the fully funded Chinese government scholarship for 2026. You know the age limit, you know the critical difference between Type A and Type B, you know how to secure a professor's acceptance letter for a master's or PhD. Do not let minor paperwork errors cost you a debt-free degree and a $500 monthly stipend. The links to the official Campus China portal and the agency number lists are all in the video description below. If this deep dive masterclass brought you value, hit the like button so the algorithm pushes it to other students, and subscribe for more fully funded scholarship guides. Start preparing your documents today.